some of the most practical items and you could ever made with all your knitting knowledge and your skill. This is a zebra. So if I have a chance, I would wear it. This shoes would be just like any other shoes. This shoes is good enough. You can wear 24 hours a day. So it is beautiful when you have fully expanded on your feet, and the zebra effect is unique. So we will jump into how this is made. This is made by a base. The base determines everything. There is a factory. Factory made a special base. For the outsider, this base means nothing. It's empty. But for those who are familiar with sewing and knitting, if you have the right skill, have the right tools, a simple hook, you could make a lot of use a yarn. We will start with I was thinking of a green tea, but it's easy depending on how you look at it. It's hard, it's time consuming. You will be it's the wildest dream. You make 5 shoes a day. You will make 5 shoes a day in a hurry. I make 1 shoe on and off, working in my spare time. It takes me quite a while. And as the zebra is so unique that after a while, after a few days rest, I forgot completely how the pattern. Even though if I draw, I have a blueprint of some sort. So we will start a single crochet. Tighten everything. Making video with a stand is not a. So we will start to make the miracle happen. Keeping a little tension. We will take advantage of the already established base. We just build on top of it. So we will go around the base, introduce different layer with your own favorable pull it up a little, so just to make it easier to cross over. We make a safe crossover. Make room. We will make a double for each space. Pull it up, bring it through. It's a single crochet. There is not much room for any complexity. The tension is very tight. Just not enough room to make a fancy move. So we will push it a little. So as you can see, there is no limit on what you can do as long as you have the factory producing this kind of shoe base. Without this base, nothing can happen. nothing is possible. It's a big thanks for the factory. It's a specialized products solely for the purpose of making your shoes. 6 minutes. 6 minutes is easily passed. 2 hours can easily. Sometimes I listen to other news documentaries. It's quite painful. The tension at the base is. Some shoes has this tension so large that a yarn cannot pass through it. This is forgiving. The tension is not too great. I have one base, shoes base, is plastic bases. I love it so much, but the tension is unforgiving. I cannot even get a single yarn. Need not to say it's needles. Needles do not even go through it. This at least is soft enough the needles go through it. See? The needles go through it. So probably some of you want the other way around, but there is just not too much options. Since going around is possible, there is no point. Maybe you can think of the other way to go sideways, but you have to think of the solution of how to secure the foundation so your shoes do not go loose. In this straightforward way, the foundation is already present and it's already been made, so you just build on top of it. It's a time-consuming process. So the yarn is kept at a very low altitude. See, the yarn is nearly level to the hook. It's not any higher. So the other hand is keeping tension, just enough tensions to play around with the yarn. Single crochet. We will go outward and inward. The yarn is the free end of the yarn is outward. The hook is inward. Maybe there is other ways. Any way that makes sense and comfortable to you. And of course, the yuan going outward and inward is like positives and negatives, and you will lose your marble and lose track. It does not matter. Some people like to count the exact number. I would love to, but I just simply lose my marbles. I think it's right. We can squeeze one more, or we will squeeze one more. +1. Look like nice. Actually, the number of crusade or the number is important, but not sometimes just not practical to keep the number. And one way you can keep the number, you also can work it out as you go along to keep the shape. As long as the shape is holding its form, there will be very little. There is no such thing as error. It's not noticeable, even though if something that is not uniform, it's just not noticeable. So, and you keep watch of you working inward and outward of your yuan. It is different. So depending on what result you want, you might turn the yuan the other way around. So I would turn the yuan the other way around. So the inside will be the outside will be the inside, and to put it simply, it will be inside out. So if we switch this way, we will be inside out. But the working direction would not make sense. So we will keep this. We will keep it this way. So as you can see, we have already started these shoes. The sky is your limit. There's no limits to your imagination of what you can do. This type of shoes is so comfortable and is one of the most beautiful experience ever you could expect in your life. Last time I give a present, which is a shoes, to a friend. The friend asked what this is. Is this a sock? Is this a sock? The little lady obviously has never seen a handmade or handcraft gift. When the moment she put the sneaker into her feet, she was surprised at how comfortable the slipper is, and certainly this type of, if without the base is a slipper, with the base is a everyday heavy duty shoes. So it's the same amount of work, Now you can wear it wherever you want it. Downstairs, upstairs, climbing, even hiking. These shoes will be fully capable of, because it has the shoes laces. I was wearing these shoes across the border to enter another country, past the customs, or travel by bus, climb the stair, attend a meeting. These shoes has no problem handling our everyday challenge. So we will very soon reach the end of one end of the row. I need to change the color of the yarn, so the video goes 16 minutes. You can imagine how time consuming it is. A row take me half an hour. Probably this is just a base. The base sometimes take longer because the tension is greater. It's where the foundation of the whole shoes is. So we will keep working on it till we reach. The rest is the same. Same with the way we make the slipper. Is just integrated into a shoes and became more practical. It became a more practical items. I never thought I would be one day making a shoes, because I used to think it's never been heard of, impossible. But since and in the beginning, I show you a base. What is this? Never seen anything like this. It's not a shoes. Certainly there's empty on tops. It's a topless shoes without nothing. How can you wear it? Precisely. You have nothing. It's a topless shoes. Precisely, that's the shoes that is going to make a surprise in your life, a surprise to the world. You make your own shoes. There we go. We will finish these shoes in the styles. This could be simply These types of inconsistency, you could ignore it. It would disappear. So after you finish it, you give it a pull. So the yarn will be in its right place. It's just the tension is preventing the yarns to align. You just align them. They are aligned. Most of them are very. There we go. The origin, the yarn, when we start, there is a little tail of the yarn has been hidden already, as we have chatting along. So very nice, very nice. We have a base, and take us half hour to make a simple base, but it will build on top of this, and the whole shoes will be when it's finished. It will be. It's a beautiful, practical. Never the world has ever seen a homemade shoes.